we have WJBD Radio here, and also the Centralia Chamber of Commerce.
Hello, welcome to the Gaetti Sports Academy. It's an exciting day here. Going to start out, we're just going to go do a little tour and show you some of the finer points of the facility. This is actually the back side of the facility, and just to point out a couple things back here, we've got two iron mic machines, one set up for softball there, one set up for baseball here. This is regulation distance. The coin operated machine, so you get some tokens and then put them in the machine. You get 18 pitches with the token. Jack's going to demonstrate the machine. Right there, we've got them dialed in. So we don't have a cage up in this particular zone right here. We got to kind of stage an area where we could do team drills where we have tees set up and hit into the nets this way. So obviously you can see from here we got a multi-purpose type facility where we can remove all the cages, we can divide the cages, we got pitching, we got hitting, we got, as we get down there we'll see the hit track set up. So we got a multi-purpose facility. We can take these screens out and have a full major league size infield. This is third base, home plate, second base. Actually get a lot of work done. That was kind of the purpose of the design of this, for the free span, to be able to reconfigure the cages. The cage makers, what's the name of their company?
The Net Company. Here.
The Net Company in Centralia, Illinois has provided us with these fine batting cages. We're proud to have that, be associated with them, so we're loving it. This is our strength and conditioning, speed and agility area. We got plyometrics, ladder drills, cone drills. Lee Sport has donated a fence to simulate like a dugout where the kids are going to come in. They'll come in and they'll put their bags, like they're in a dugout, put their bags, hang their bags up, and everybody who's going to train here is going to warm up before and cool down after their practices here. We're really concerned about, their health and well-being, and the health of their arms and legs and stuff like that. And it's just going to add to a better training session that they actually get warmed up. So we've got a small area here for training, or for warming up and cooling down. We can do catching drills here, close this off. Don't really need mound distance where we can block some balls, have a little area. These two particular cages are the hit tracks. That's our computerized system that monitors all the velocities, angles off the bat, scores your contact, the strike zone, all that kind of stuff. And we're going to make a database assessment of every client, every student that comes in here, so we can project their progress as they go along. So it's pretty interesting, device. You can have home run derbies, you can do all kinds of setup for hitting. We got softball on this side, baseball on this side for hitting, and then you got pitching. It gets pitching and catching. So it gives us a lot of data, and we measure the metrics of, the velocities of pitches, the hits, and all that kind of stuff. And it gives us a base so we can see how the improvement is coming along with the kids. It's a really, really nice tool. And like I said, it can be a fun time for home run derby or birthday party, and we'll set the boost up on. We can hit some 700-800 foot homers, and it's just really cool when we see it in action. We have locker rooms for the boys and the coaches here. Obviously the baseballs are white, softballs are yellow, so the girls are on this side. But we have locker rooms and restrooms in here. Plenty of seating for parties, or hopefully all of these tables will be full. A little lounge area for the families. Concession stand. Like I said, the hit tracks machines are showing on the monitors up here. Be a limited menu. I think they'll be catered from the Castle Ridge kitchen over there. And sign up today. You sign up online. Next week we're going to get them on the hit tracks. We're going to do the evaluation and then design a program that we can take and start teaching the kids, evaluating.
So you're going to design that program off of what you see on the hit tracks? Oh wow.
Well, we've been working, and this is one of the things that really kind of is going to set us apart. Is like we have our own curriculum, and not I've made a curriculum up that I think works, and I want to teach. It's not all exclusive. I don't know everything there is to know, but I know what works and what doesn't work. And what's neat is I've instructed our instructors to teach those things. So not a bunch of different things being taught here. We're going to teach the Gaetti SWAT method of hitting. I mean, I trust all my instructors to teach and do the right thing, and basically teach them how to play baseball and softball. You know what I'm saying? They're going to have the freedom to do that. But that's part of the hit tracks. We're going to have uniform teaching. So it's like if I'm not here and my client wants to come, Jack's going to know exactly, according to the hit tracks and baseline that we have, what to work on and where we're at with those guys. So, and we'll know exactly what we want to do. So we got uniform teaching.
Plus we've added, now we have 4 gold gloves here, 360 homers. Plus we've added on the pitching side, we have Kirk Reeder, Brian Eversgerd, and Dwight Bernard. And they will handle our pitching side. So these assessments will be always handled with major league players and our great coaching staff that we have, and to keep teaching on a consistent basis. So
we have a pretty impressive little group. I'm real excited about the softball too. I don't know as much about softball, but I'm real excited about our instructors, and I'm thinking, big things for that part of our program.
We threw a couple pitches for you as you were batting, and you can see what your batting average is. It's 294. Oh, so you're doing well.
Heck yeah. Kurt will tell you, it wasn't like that in high school at all.
He went 171 feet.
Boom. It's almost out on
So
T-ball.
it's got to be
feet.
nice. I mean, we have a whole different database. I mean, where it tells you your averages, and hard hit balls and where you're hitting the ball the best in the strike zone. There's a lot of different screens that you can see. You can change every one of those backgrounds to Busch Stadium or Fenway or whatever. So it's really a fun, neat thing.
Yeah.
And the kids love to do it. And it's actually for us, probably a good scouting and teaching tool. And
What stadium is that now?
that's Wrigley.
I didn't really want to say it.
Because I used to hit them right here.
Yes. The other thing I really thought was cool is that you're teaching them from the time you walk in the door how to prepare for getting ready for either a practice or a game. Because, like I told him with coaching, you see so much going out, and these guys just come off the bus, play catch, and go work.
Well, that's a big deal. That and it's going to it's going to make that more effective when you're warmed up, and instead of having to waste all the time warming up, we're going to be able to go right into it, and that's a big deal. We'll add on where we're going to get to that place where, Centralia, Illinois is going to be a major training ground for big leaguers too. Hey, well, let's go to the GSA, and we're going to get some. It's snowing. Let's go get some work, and we can do hit tracks, vision training, strength training, whatever. And we're going to see some big league guys and teams and college teams and from all over come down here and practice.
Well, where else can I get this kind of instruction or this facility at? You know what I mean?
Even the facility is what I'm saying for the most part.
Yeah, this place. Where can you find this? You can't. Right?
I've been to many and taught in different facilities, and I've never seen one like this, ever. It's this multi-purpose, and you can take it and have a whole infield. It's rare that you find a free span building this big. I mean, it's turned out fantastic. And the planning of it, these guys, Jack, Greg, Kurt, Melissa, George, they have done an outstanding job with the construction of this,
and Maggie,
and Maggie, and just the inner workings of how this is going to be set up. And we'll see the rest as we get around. We've just gone through half the facility, so. But it's fun to talk about, and it's exciting, and I'm real excited about it in Centralia. And I just know there's such a good tradition of sports here that's just going to be awesome to make it. Like, the Centralia Holiday Tournament, as popular as that is, and how much a part of our life that's been, this is going to hopefully be the same thing. It's just going to be awesome.
And we're here to develop kids to make it to the next level. We can't promise. We hope their hard work gets them there, and we're also here to try and put a glove in everybody's hand. We want them to be excited as we are to come out here and do that. So that's one of ours. And I don't know if Gary explained this, I might have missed, and he may have, but we're not using the hit tracks to teach launch angle. We're doing old school baseball. We're going back to the fundamentals, and we hope the results are a great launch angle. So those are the things that the analytics of this we're not teaching, we're developing. So that's what we're after.
And you know, we're inside this facility too, but on the outside of this facility is a beautiful piece of property and a beautiful lake. And that's going to translate into, and we're going to do this inside the facility too, but we're going to teach life lessons. You know, there's so many lessons that you can learn in life, from baseball, the failures, the successes, how to handle that kind of stuff. And we're going to have activities for camps and clinics and that, where there's probably kids that we hope to get them here that have never ever caught a fish, or you know, just a lot of different things that, you know, we see in this area that just is going to be fantastic. But we're not going to forget about the psychological and the, you know, the life skills that we need to teach along with just the baseball stuff, and that's a big deal. We call this the bullpen. This is the conference room.
Okay.
So, you know, we'll bring our, you know, coaching staff in here and evaluate players and go through the video, and then we'll have our meetings in here and assessments and stuff.
Guys, this is Maggie and Melissa, other known as the M&M girls.
M&M.
Yeah.
In charge of everything.
It's us, yes.
Gotcha.
Yes, they are. They do a great job.
Yeah, when people come in, if they actually sign up today and register or get a package or whatever, they get their name. They get to put their name and signature on the wall
Signing
of
day.
fame.
Signing day.
That's awesome.
Yeah.